Welcome everyone to another Observability Lab, another community tips and tricks session. And today I have Josef Mayrhofer from Performetriks with me. Servus, Josef.
Grüß dich, Andy. How are you doing? Hi.
Good, very good. Hey, I'm super excited because over the last couple of weeks, you shared with me some work that you did on doing trace-based analytics on Grail, building dashboards. Also, kudos to our colleague Michael Ferguson, who helped here a lot. But basically, building service-based scorecards to automatically and faster detect any type of chatty services, hotspots. You're doing a lot of performance engineering work, so you need to get fast answers on where you can optimize your system. You said, Andy, I'm going to show you the dashboard on my environment to share with the community.
Mhm.
Here we are. I will switch over to your screen and enlighten us on what you have built, what this dashboard does, and just show us how you use it on a day-to-day basis.
Thank you so much, Andy. It's a pleasure talking to you and show what we are doing in this area of performance engineering, performance troubleshooting. So usually when customers call us and, oh, can you do a drill down and figure out what is the root cause of the slowness in our environment. I use something like this dashboard we built together with Mike, and it's extremely useful because the big question is always, what is the Chatty services? What is the service that is consuming too many resources? And if you can see my dashboard
Mhm.
here, it's built on the Grail platform. It's using traces and spans, and we have a nice visualization of actually a profile of an application. So as you can see there in the last 5 minutes, this is one of my online banking uh, uh, transaction, and I see actually the breakdown, and I can clearly tell this is this number one service that I should focus my performance engineering efforts. So in this case, for sure, I see that the database is consuming a lot of requests, absolutely understandable. But the big question is always, from which service are these requests initiated? So what are the Chatty services
Mhm.
in this environment? Because I want to focus my tuning efforts where I can create the biggest impact. I believe this is most important. At the moment, it looks quite good. I don't have any errors in this service, but as you can see, if I scroll down a little bit, I do not only see the number of service requests, but also the involved database requests. So absolutely an online banking system. There's a bunch of database communication going on behind the scenes. I see the slowest queries and also the slowest queries from a max response
Mhm.
time perspective. So quite fast and really impressive, especially in complex environments, how to figure out what are the time consuming queries and what should I do, how to get rid of these issues as well.
Mhm.
Uh, Scrolling down a bit further, here we see the most frequent queries by endpoint. We see also a correlation on graphs so that, for instance, if I would run a performance test and I would check how is the system doing from a database perspective during my performance, I can really do this kind of analysis service by service. There are not any exceptions at the moment, so we don't have information over here. But I believe most important is this kind of profiling approach
Mhm.
that we are doing so that we clearly see the chattiness involved in our services, and we see also the focus area in which segment, in which service segment do I consume how much time. So I believe a nice opportunity to quickly identify the main hotspots and also figure out what should be kind of optimized in my
Mhm.
platform as well.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a great overview. And for me, I mean, both of us, we've been living and breathing performance engineering over so many years. And here we are in 2025, and we're still trying to identify the same patterns as always. That means if a call comes in on the front end, how does this kind of flow? How does this request flow through your whole system? How many calls end up in the database. And I think you had several 100,000 calls, if I'm not mistaken, right? For in the last couple of minutes that came in from the front end, impacting the database with 210,000. So this is what we mean with Chatty calls. Chatty means back to the database, but also between services. It's also important to immediately see if there are any components in your architecture that have and start throwing errors that are performing all of a sudden bad or slow, right? And I think this dashboard does pure node-based or trace-based analytics. We call them spans now because we are ingesting all this data in Dynatrace Grail, and then you have all these capabilities. Now, this particular dashboard is called Service Scorecard. We will also share this dashboard with the community. So folks, check out the Playground tenant. We'll upload it there. Josef, any other final thoughts on this? Anything else you would like to share?
Yeah, I believe the advantage is really we can fully customize it. We use the power of the DQL language. At the moment, I focus more on these key endpoints. So even if you have in complex environments, hundreds, thousands of endpoints, you can easily drill down endpoint by endpoint and see what's going on. So quite useful from a performance engineering perspective, because you can easily navigate between your critical services and figure out what is the profile, what are the main bottlenecks in these services, so that you can focus the tuning stuff. So
Very cool.
It was a good learning also to get familiar with the DQL language as well. Very nice. Yeah.
And folks, we do have out of the box services app. So if you're focusing on a service and you want to get just a quick metrics overview and what is happening, direct access to your traces, to your logs, you can just open up all of this also in the services app. But this is a great way. Oh, yeah, you even have a link there.
We even have a link there.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
You can jump over and open it for further
drill
down analysis. So
that's
powerful.
perfect. Yeah. And but it just shows that, especially with experts, Josef, like you build and customize your dashboards to automatically detect and gives you insights into these patterns that we know historically have caused issues in distributed architectures. You built this dashboard. Thank you for sharing this with us. And again, a big thank you also, and I'm just bringing us back to the big screen. A big thank you again to Mike Ferguson, because you inspired us with your work on building some of the other dashboards and showing us the power of DQL, the power of dashboards, and how to make these links and how to make them look nice. So thank you so much.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much, Charlie.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.